Hello everyone. We I'm here once again to make a video explaining some important details about Tennis Clash. Today we will be talking about the cats, the various cats that we play with, the various playing cats. Those are the common cats, the rare cats, and the epic cats. We will talk about them and we will elaborate on the uses and in which aspects of the game and which cats are more suitable to be used. So there are three basic cats in Tennis Clash, the basic playing cats. They are categorized under epic cats, which are the most powerful in the general term. In the general sense, we have rare cats, which are the second most powerful, and we have the common cat. So let's start with the common cat to explain these. First, the common cats. All the cats have numbers. Okay, all the cats have numbers, but the power begins to show when you are in a capped zone of the game. What does this mean? For example, you're using an eagle. Okay, it's agility 4 and the forehand is 36 at level 12. Okay, let's say I equip this eagle at tour 1. Okay, I equip this eagle at tour 1. Tour 1 is capped at 5. You will see it that the tour 1 is capped at 5, which means it's limited to the maximum power that you can use in tour 1 is 5. If we say the card is capped at 5, it means the maximum power that you can use is 5. It's limited to 5. Whatever the card you're using, you can go beyond 5. It will be cut to 5. That's what it means in the normal language. That's what it means. So here you will see that the level is capped at 5 at tour 1. So if you go into play the tour 1, you will see that all your attributes will be capped to the level of the tour 1. If you see, they say this tour caps at level 5. So the power of your cards at 12, as we see here, will not be the same. That you have the forehand at 36 and the agility at 4. If we want to see the cap of that particular card, we open the little lines up here, and then we click on the level cap 5. Okay, if we click on the level cap 5, we can see all the power of the cards at level 5. So let's say, for example, the eagle card. We see the eagle card has the agility at 3 when we cap it at level 5. Okay, and there is a forehand at 14 instead of 36 at level 12. Now we are capping it at level 5 and it reduces it to 14. So this is the cap of level 5 for eagle. So we are seeing 14 in place of 36 because I capped it as level 5 in the little menu here, that I capped at level 5. If you want to see the other caps, you can choose it according to the level, the caps that you see, the numbers that you see. Okay, so that is done. The these are the rare cards. if you see the rare cards, this has only 4 hand. Depending on your play style, you can select the cards that best suits you. Depending on your play style, you can select the cards that best suit you. They are one hand players, they are single hand players, they are volley players, they are counter punchers, they are aggressive baseliners. So whichever play style suits you, you pick the cards. Normally we it's how do you call it, you get a much higher power if you're using all-round epics. But some players are able to mix the cards, the common cards, rare cards, and the epic cards to get a really stable setup that they play with, that they compete on the same level as the epic cards, even though the epics are powerful. So it depends on your play style and the card combination that you're more comfortable with. So these are the rare cards. We see the rare cards, they normally have a power a little above the common cards. So that is the common cards. And if we choose the epic cards, for example, you see the power of the epic card at cap 5. It's giving you a backhand at 8 and a forehand at 18, which the common card has only forehand at 14 at level 5. You would say this particular card is a little you can get it from the 6th tour of the game, tour 6 and above, but their equivalents you can get it from this tour and above, but their equivalent that you can get from the beginning of the game for beginners, for example, which is the Patriot. It has some power less than the hammer card, but it functions the same. Just it has a limit. It doesn't go past the level 13, which is the maximum level of the card. You will see the maximum level of the card is 43, the forehand is 43, and the backhand is 11. But if you come to the hammer, you see it goes to 15, level 15, and the maximum forehand is 50 and the backhand is 13, so it's on the higher side. But it goes to level 15 is more for the higher tours and all that. But for the beginner tours, you can be okay with using the Patriot as an epic and the others. If you don't have the hammer and the bullseye and all that open, you can still be comfortable playing this game. So I saw some comments online saying the power of the cards depend on the numbers that it shows. In some sense it's true, but it's not entirely true, because it depends on the cap that you are playing in. It depends on the cap at 100%. It depends on the cap you're playing in. If you're playing in for example, if I am using cards like this, let me select a card. I have the Panther at level 12, I have the Machete at level 12, I have Raptor at level 12, I have Koi at level 12, I have increased hydration at level 12, I have endurance at level 12, okay, and I have my character at level 12. All these cards are level 12, okay. So if I am playing, for example, at store 7, which is capped at 12, I have the full power as I see, as it shows on the screen. I have the full power. I have agility at 75, stamina at 64, save at 38, and so on. So let's make another setup with a lower card, let's say the epic, which is the more powerful. So I take the backhand of the portrait at level 10. I take the talon. It's an epic, but it's a second how you call it, second powerful epic. We call it the tier 2. So it's the second grade of epics, a little less powerful than the normal, the how do you call it, the forge and the hammer and all that, but they also serve the same purpose. So, and I take feather, and I take maybe Thomas. Okay, I take level 10 cat, and I take something here. Okay, so we made two setups with rare cards at level 12 and epic cards at level 10. Okay, in these two lineups we will say, okay, the epics are powerful, so it should be powerful, and the rare cards are not powerful, so I would go for the epic cards. But in the actual sense, we should look at the power that they are giving, and that the Thor that we are playing. In this case, we have chosen the Thor 12, Thor, how do you call it, Thor 7, which is capped at 12. So here we are getting all the power of the Panther, Machete, and the other cards at 12. We are getting the full power of these cards, whereas the epic cards, we are getting them up to level 10. They are not complete. Okay, they are not complete. So in this case, if we are checking in this case, we can check the number of the cards, and we choose, because the number on the cards are lower. Okay, because the number on the cards of the epics are lower and the rare cards are higher. But if in the same case these cards are up to the level of 12, let's make another setup with the cards that I have at 12, Forge at 12, let's say this one at 12, at 12, and at 12. Okay, so let's say these same cards at 12, and they are epics. So if we see the forehand that the Panther and the Machete are given at 64, but the forehand that the hammer together with the forge is given is 72. So you see, both these two cards are at level 12, but the epic card is giving more power than the rare cards are given, because the epics are more powerful than the rare cards, and they are on the same level. So that is the explanation, and there are combinations of epic cards and rare cards that also give good power to play with. Depends on your playing style. As I said, there are single hands that normally combine the Panda, and they combine it with the Cobra, and it goes with sometimes the Hunter or the Ballistic, and the Koi, either the Koi or Jolly Roger, and here they either carbo load or increase hydration or antioxidants, whichever you have, and weightlifting here, sometimes endurance, sometimes plyometrics, depends on which one you have. and normally they play single hand with Leo. So you see the single hand setup. It's a really powerful setup as well. So some players combine the epic cards and the rare cards. The epic cards and the rare cards and the common cards, and they come out with setups that also are competitive. Okay, there are also volleyers that also use the volley cards, the cards that have volley. I'm not a volleyer, so I don't really have the volley cards at a high level. So they can also make their setup like this. They have a lot of options: ballistic and veil. It depends on the style you're comfortable with. Gladiator, Kodiak, Tuma, anyhow, Seb, High Seb. So they also have the card combination. So all these card combinations, you have to know which play styles you're comfortable with, and which character you are comfortable playing with. Okay, I am a counterpuncher. I play mostly with Florence or Kaito, and I'm comfortable with that. Although I have the volley cards a little on the higher side, but I don't play volley, so I don't know how to play it. Someone with this card would do excellent with volley, but I don't play volley, so I can't use these cards. So these are the card combinations. Any card you select, that is on the how do you call it, that is basic. Any card you select, go to the tour that you want to play and check the cap level. If this is, and check the cap level. All the cap levels are shown. Tour 1 is capped at Tour 1 is capped at 5, Tour 2 is capped at 6, Tour 3 7, Tour 4 9, Tour 5 is capped at 10, Tour 6 is capped at 11, Tour 7 is capped at 12, Tour 8 is capped at 14. It doesn't show because I don't have any cards over 14, so it's giving me. And the ninth tour is the max. It's capped at 15. So any tour you want to play, first select your, let's say I want to play tour 4. Okay, tour 4 is capped at 9. Okay, so before I make my cards, I go here and I cap my setup at 9 before I start to select the cards, so I will get the actual power that I have, that I will be using in tour 4 showing, not the power of my cards. So from here I can select my cards and I will know exactly how much power it will be giving me at tour 4. Okay, so with this it's easier, and you know the power that you're playing with, not the one that is showing, because every tour is capped. So not the power of your cards that will be used in that particular tour. So let's take note of this. You cap your setup to the tour number that you're playing before. Cap your setup to the level of the tour that you are playing before you start to make your setup. It's easier that way. You see directly the power that you're playing with, and you can change the cards to suit your playing style. Okay, so I hope that little explanation about epic rare cards and common cards will help you to make better setups and adapt well to your playing style. Okay, thank you very much for your time. See you another time. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video. Have a nice evening, have a nice morning, have a nice day. Bye.